Okay, hello and welcome to our signature show Match Point. And out of all the shows that we do and we have been doing and we will be doing during this test match, this just somehow happens to be my most favorite, and I think it is a favorite with all of us here because it's the first day of any test match and it is the very first show where the toss is going to be happening and so many things we'll learn. So this is that time where you are most excited, and just as the players, I'm sure there are butterflies in the stomach, at least we feel it, and I'm sure all of you watching us also feel like that. So there is that excitement that you always have on the first day of the test match. That's exactly what we are feeling, which is why it happens to be one of our favorite shows. What we're going to do in the next 40-45 minutes is, of course, bring you all the latest updates in terms of toss, as well as weather, as well as the playing 11, and of course try and see, based on the conditions, on the playing 11, which is the team that seems to be more prime to be winning this particular test match. That is, if we have a result in this test match, if weather gods permit. First things first, the good news on the weather front, Siddharth will give, and good news on the playing 11, Harshit will give.
Well, on the good news part is it was raining until the morning in Old Trafford, but now you're going to have cloudy conditions but no rain. The rain threat has eased up on day one. So that is a good news.
Toss is on time?
Toss is on time. You'll see very few interruptions today. So that's the one part of the good news.
Okay, that's great news that Siddharth has just given us. Toss on time, which is 10 minutes from now, is going to be toss. So that we've already confirmed. Good news is toss is on time. The other thing we're going to confirm is the playing 11, which Harshit will tell you in 10 minutes before the match starts. He will tell you India's playing 11.
Yeah, while I can't confirm the cap number that's been presented,
that doesn't matter. Give us the 11.
Good news is that Anshul KAMBOJ'S, 24 years of age, whom we saw not wreak havoc but impress us a lot in the IPL. He's made quick strides.
I will add that wreak havoc bit, 10 for 49 in the Ranji Trophy.
That was last year in the Ranji Trophy. And of course, we will tell you a bit more about the young lad. So 24 year Anshul KAMBOJ'S, life's moved extremely fast for him. He gets his first test cap, maiden test cap for him, and that means he's going to be giving company to a Mohammad Siraj and Jasprit Bumrah.
Well done to youngster from Haryana. Yes. Congratulations, Anshul and his family. His family's interview was up here on Sports Today. You can check that out. So
yes,
first Haryana cricketer after Ajay Jadeja to play in test cricket.
What are you saying? How can that be?
Who else then? See, UCHL played white ball, not test cricket.
Acha, you're only saying test cricket.
Kapil Dev, Ajay Jadeja, in that entire period...
so many cricketers. Chetan Sharma, Haryana.
No, okay, prior to... I'm saying...
Because you said Kapil, then you missed,
Chetan.
No, there will be more. What are you saying? From Haryana... Mohit Sharma, correct.
He did play test cricket.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Cheher, but has not played...
he hasn't played test cricket. He's played
white ball.
White ball, many people have played.
Interesting.
No, it should be. I can't be.
We'll have to jog our memory for that.
It can't be that there is. Sometimes it's very obvious and you just miss it out.
Exactly.
A lot of the names coming to my mind are all UP people, but Haryana... You got me thinking for sure.
Yes.
No, white ball there are many.
White ball there are many. Yuzi, Deepak Chahar and all of them. But
Harshal played for Haryana, I think, for some
Harshal
time.
Also has been playing for Haryana, but he also white ball.
White ball again.
Red ball. I'm most fixedly inclined to red ball. So yeah, Anshul KAMBOJ'S. It's a big day for him, and yes, continue playing 11. What do you think?
Okay, so the one other big news, Anshul KAMBOJ'S is set to make his debut, which we had actually told you yesterday itself. It did seem like he's going to be playing now. He's got his cap. Yeah, give us the 11. Tell them 8 minutes before.
Okay, 8 minutes to go, and good thing is we have a sense of what the 11 is going to be. So let's go with it. Your openers, no changes over there, but hang on right there, because number 3 there's a change. You will not see Karun Nair come out to bat. Karun Nair is getting dropped in place. You will see somebody who batted in both the innings a 0 and a 30 for him.
No, give your
Sai Sudarshan. So there's going to be KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, your usual openers. At number 3, one change for India, and that will be the return of Sai Sudarshan. At number 4, you will have the...
That's a bit of a shocker, because till yesterday everyone was thinking that both might play.
3 and 6.
Yeah, they may go back to the combination they had at Leeds, is what everyone thought. So that's not happened.
That's not happened.
Okay.
And it goes against what we heard about a Karun Nair from the Indian captain in the press conference, about which we have plenty of time to talk about.
We'll get to it. Okay, so
Yes.
finish your 11.
So number 4, number 5 are the usual customers in the Indian captain Shubman Gill, followed by the vice captain in Rishabh Pant.
And the keeper, more specifically.
Yes, and he's the keeper. Again, a confirmation that we got before the match yesterday. At number 6, you will have one of the 3 all-rounders that India...
You know, the best one.
The best of the lot, the one who's who needs to improve as far as bowling is concerned. But at batting, he's left no stone unturned. Ravindra Jadeja will be your number 6 batter. At number 7 is again somebody who retains his spot from the previous match in Washington Sundar. At number 8 comes in another change. You know, Nitish Kumar Reddy is out. His replacement is like for like in a Shardul Thakur. So he makes it to the number 8 spot. At number 9, you will see Jasprit Bumrah. At number 10, an Anshul Kamboj. And at number 11 will be Mohammad Siraj.
Okay, so this, you're confirming this is the 11? If there is any change, grab hold of your neck.
Yeah. Credibility on the line.
Hold you to it. Credibility on the line. So Harshit has told you the 11 that the Indian team is going with, which is effectively, if you take a look at it much closely, it is, in terms of the balance I'm talking about, in terms of balance, it is ditto of the team that they played in Lords and the team that they played even before that at Edgbaston. So in terms of balance, they've gone with exactly that, which is 3 all-rounders, which gives you 6 bowling options and batting till number 8. At least that is what the Indian team, this, I'm just talking about balance. So what are the few boxes that India wanted to tick after that first test match in Leeds, which they lost, that we will have 3 all-rounders, which you had for the last 2 test matches?
Just correct me if I'm wrong. I think though there's a bit of a balance shift because you didn't have a Washington play in the first match.
Yeah, so I've said no for the last 2 matches.
2 matches. So not exactly the same as Leeds.
Well, that's exactly what I've said, Harshit. That they have changed from second test match onwards. So the balance that they've had from the second test match onwards is something that they have continued in this. So no changes in terms of the balance of the team of what they had of the last 2 test matches is what I said. So what did they have? Those few boxes, 3 all-rounders. So they've kept that. What did they have the last 2 test matches? 6 bowling options, so they've kept that. What did they have the last 2 test matches? Batting till number 8, so they've kept that. Now there can be a debate whether quality of batting is the same or not, quality of bowling is same or not, that's another thing. But at least on the larger scheme of things, at a macro level, if you see, these 3 things India wanted to achieve and they have achieved that. Okay. Now to the point of, we'll try and speak of each of those changes one by one. Let's start with from higher up the batting order. Karun Nair going out and
Sai Sudarshan.
What do you make of it?
I think we've seen the last of Karun Nair for the Indian team.
I had said at Lords, if India lose, then Karun could face the axe. And
no, right or wrong?
It is right, because he got 6 innings. And out of that, 4 innings were on absolutely placid wickets. He didn't capitalize on it. And yes, unfortunately, the axe has to come. Yes, he encountered tough conditions at Lords, okay, where no Indian batter made himself okay, but Edgbaston and Leeds were really missed opportunities. So yeah, he had to be sacked and Sai Sudarshan in, although we were not a fan of Sai Sudarshan being dropped also in the second test. He got 1 innings, he got 2 innings on a placid deck, he didn't capitalize.
But can I tell you, again, I know that a lot of people are talking about Sai Sudarshan being dropped, but if you actually look at it, I don't think he was dropped because of non-performance. In his case, the dropping happened because you changed the combination, balance, which is why I go back to the point that I think after the first test, they realized that we need to play 3 all-rounders. And we need to have batting till 8, we need to have 6 bowling options, those things. So I think because of that, Sai Sudarshan was let go, because you had to let go of a batter. But if you remember yesterday, we were talking about can they go back to the Leeds combination, wherein just get an out-and-out batter at number 6 and go with 5 bowling option. India has not done that. So to say that Sai Sudarshan was unfortunate to be dropped, I don't think that's true. I think when they decided to not have him, I think they explained it to him that it's not because, like in Karun Nair's case, it's being dropped because you're replacing him with a batter, so there is no place to hide by saying, combination we are changing. That's not the case. But in Sai's, at least some sort of consolation was that, listen, we need to remove a batter to put in an all-rounder, and so we are taking this step.
So I think it's a fair move, any which ways, because you're giving Sai Sudarshan another chance. Karun unfortunately didn't capitalize in 4 out of the 5 innings, in the 6 innings that he played on placid decks. So yes,
You could say 6 out of 6.
Lords was slightly more challenging.
Yeah, no, but I agree. But at the end of the day, what most people are saying is that your top batters per se, everyone's got a century but Karun.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I think that's the thing.
Top 5-6 if you see in
All batters have other than him.
other than him, and that's glaring if you see it's 6 innings. And speaking of whether this is the right decision or not, 2 ways of looking at it. If you ask me, one, this is almost writing him off, writing his Test career off, that I see. 2, there was that school of thought, as we discussed yesterday, that he's in the 2nd innings of his career. There is no coming back for him. You might as well try him out for another Test match. But is it totally wrong to have said bye-bye to him after 3 matches? No. So maybe this decision is more right than wrong, if you ask me. Hard call, but more right than wrong for me.
For me, I mean, I'd said this before, this Test match started, the last 2 days, and you're discussing in the dugout. For me, when this question came about Karun Nair, it was a 50-50 call. So I said that if he plays, I'm okay with it, because you are going to be giving him a final chance and it's a big call. You're ending someone's career. So if you give him 2 more innings, no issues. But if you drop him also, I was fine with it, considering that you've given him those many chances. And at the end of the day, series is online. And if you really want to put your best foot forward, then maybe you think that, listen, I might go with someone else who could be slightly better suited to be giving you those runs. So for me, it was a 50-50 call. Whichever way the Indian team went, there would be no right or wrong answer. So I think it's a fair call that they've taken. Again, they have to be mindful of the fact that it's a tough conditions that will be coming up, and they have to go in with their best possible batting lineup. They must also remember that they've not taken that option of a cushion of an extra batter at 6. They've still gone with all-rounders. So then I think with the batting that they have, they are expecting that somebody or the other steps up and gets 100. And Karun seemed like the least possible option, so they've taken that chance. Absolutely fine with it. Nothing wrong. The toss is going to happen. We'll get to know that. Yeah.
So yes, I mean, if you look at the pitch and everything, it's going to be a very interesting decision what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a bit of moisture, but then some are saying it's already dry. Cracks are there. There are ridges on the pitch, and there are grass patches. If I am a captain, this is like a chess strategy. What do I do?
The first thing that you notice, and this is something we said yesterday, because till yesterday there was a decent amount of grass, and we had confirmed here on Sports Today that come match day, it'll be fully brown. So England have won the toss. They are bowling first. So India have to bat.
When is
first
India winning
first.
the toss? Is something.
Yeah.
4 matches on the trot, you've lost the toss.
4-0, yeah, 4-0. And England bowling, so it's...
They're going against tradition, because no side has ever won a match in Manchester by bowling first, ever. That's the statistic that Michael Atherton has just put out. Just go down.
So I remember the last few matches that England played a South Africa match 4 years ago.
2022.
Yeah. They've played I remember, and England were batting second. Well, that could be that South Africa won the toss and decided to bat. May have been the case.
Maybe,
but all I'm saying is that they were in a position that they were chasing, and they won that Test match.
So just go down.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. However, no team has won a Test here after opting to bowl ever.
Correct. But opting to bowl is the keyword. So when teams have chosen to bat, they have lost. So the team that has, I'm just to make it very clear, it's not to say that the team that has bowled first has lost the Test match.
Having won the toss and bowled first, then nobody is won.
Correct. So but that's a technicality, which can fool you and give you an idea that bowling first means you've lost. No, that's not the case. Teams in the recent past as well, because I remember that South Africa Test match, England bowled first, if I'm not mistaken. If you can please check that, Shivam, the last few Test matches at Manchester. I know that Test in fact, even versus Australia,
the Ashes,
Ashes game, it was a draw. But England had the upper hand, and England were batting second.
Correct.
So Australia got some 200 something, if I'm not mistaken. England pined out 500.
500, yes. And they just
Australia
saved it.
saved the match by getting 300 odd. They
And
didn't have
rain.
enough days. And rain.
And
correct.
rain,
So
fifth day.
all I'm saying is that bowling first has not been an issue. It's just that toss, if you win the toss and then you say I will bowl, it is...
Well, Harshit, your neck will not be caught. It is the exact same 11 that you predicted. It is as the team sheet suggests. So, Rahul, Jaiswal, Sudarshan, Gill, Pant, Jadeja, Sundar, Shardul, Kamboj, Bumrah, Siraj. That's the 11.
as we thought as much. This is what was going to happen. In fact, if you look at the teams that we picked yesterday, there was this sense that we were getting that there is a possibility because both Karun as well as Sai Sudarshan both will play. Sai Sudarshan will play, I think we confirmed yesterday in the dugout itself. But we thought Karun, basis what Shubman had said in the press conference. So you thought it would be. But I guess, they've done, in that sense, if you look at it from India's point of view, they've gone with what they've been doing so far. Have that balance, and so they've got.
You are
that
right.
balance.
In 2022, South Africa elected to bat. In that
That's
moment.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
So the technicality of this toss
a
gives
very
you
small
a
technicality.
but it gives you a false sense that now that England have
batting
decided
second
to
is-
bowl, they've lost. No,
Yeah.
teams have bowled first and won. Even in the recent past, it's just that toss is a technicality, and
Yes.
somebody chose to bat.
And even England, they elected to bowl first in that Ashes match.
Which they could have won had there not been rain.
Had there
and
not
other-
been rain, yes.
They were, so again, just for those of you who will go by the stat that no team that has won the toss and decided to bowl first has won in how many years? Some
100 years or something.
100 years or so. Technically, that's misleading because the teams have bowled first. They may not have won the toss, but they have bowled first and won plenty of test matches. Even till very recently, they've been doing it. And England have been doing it rather well, as we pointed out in both that South Africa as well as the Australia test match where they were bowling first. So I think that's something that Ben Stokes has in his mind, and that's why he decided to do that, which also kind of tells you, let's go back to the pitch discussion. The pitch now, if you haven't seen it, I saw the pictures of the pitch on match day. It is very different to the pitch that we had leading up to this test match. What Shivam you have got here is a yesterday's pitch. It looks very different to what the pitch is today. So yesterday's pitch gave us a bit of a Wimbledon feel. Not first week Wimbledon, second week Wimbledon when the grass goes away a bit. But now, today it is giving you French Open, full French Open. It is not red clay, but brown
clay,
feel of pitch is what you're getting. So, of course, the grass has been shaved off as you expect at Manchester, and that is what the England team has been doing. But having said that, Manchester becomes interesting not because of what the 22 yards are like. 22 yards, though, they remove the grass and make it a batter-friendly pitch. Manchester becomes interesting because of overcast conditions. Manchester becomes interesting because of the cool air around. Manchester becomes interesting because of the weather, which is, cold, English summer cold. So all of that will ensure plenty of swing movement.
You are seeing the first test match of this India-England series played in proper English conditions. It'll be cloudy throughout the entirety of the test match. There is not much of sun expected.
I feel, Siddharth, if the pitch had retained the characteristics that we saw it have yesterday in terms of the grass, then it would have been totally the English conditions of the past. It's still very close to what we've always wanted in terms of English conditions, but it's still not the same.
Yeah, but then I'm looking at cloudy, windy,
We get
cold.
something for sure.
Yeah, so that's why you're going to see that in Old Trafford. So again, can India break another, you may say, sentinel of England? Because like Edgbaston, India have never won at Manchester, ever.
We'll get to who is going to be favourite. But I mean, the fact that England have won the toss and have decided to bowl kind of tells me that they will be, I agree that it's not that much moisture as was expected in Manchester. It's quite dry, the pitch. And we heard Shubman also say yesterday that it's not as much as moisture that I thought it would be. It's quite a dry surface. But I think England is doing exactly that. What they did in the previous test matches, dictated by two things. One, that if there is any sort of moisture and juice, it'll be for the first hour or so, and so they want to extract that and get some sort of an advantage here, because also you got overcast conditions, and if it rains today, if you don't get a full day, there's rain around tomorrow, so it could be stop and start. So it's not ideal batting conditions of the team that will be batting first, and you are assuming that because of a bit of rain around, the team that's batting first will be batting over 2 days. You may not get full 90 overs. So over 2 days, if these are the worst conditions, then they want you to bat. And secondly, after that, day 3, 4 are considered slightly better. And so if England do come out to bat around that time, they'll get better the conditions. So I think that's one thing in mind, to extract the juice from the pitches. Second thing in mind, and I don't know whether it's a similar feeling that England have as they had in Lords, where England knew pretty much that the pitch will get progressively worse as the test match goes on, and they gambled on that fact, and they were proven right at the end. It did get worse as the test match went on, though the final day wasn't as bad as many thought, but chasing anything became difficult. I don't know whether that will happen, but from England's point of view, I think it's a good toss to win.
Good toss to win, and I think they'll make use of these conditions. You got an Archer, you got a Vokes. Vokes, I think, will fancy these kind of conditions.
Yeah, he's got a good record in Manchester.
Yes. So that's why, looking at it, even Cars, although he was aided by side screen in Lords, which was like, my goodness, it reminds me of Edgbaston. You remember the Flintoff match in 2008, where the right-handers couldn't spot Flintoff's delivery coming from that end. Callis in particular, he just said, I can't see the ball. Same, Cars, side screen, used it. So here you won't have side screen issues, but Cars has improved when you look at it after the beating he got at Edgbaston. So England's bowling lineup, especially the pace bowling lineup, looks quite solid. And Ben Stokes.
Also the rhythm that Cars managed to find. Remember day 4 stumps where we were approaching, and he gave all sorts of trouble to Shubman Gill, although
Akashdeep would have been out four times, by the way.
Yeah.
So that is the way. But yes, the pace bowling lineup looks really solid, especially Stokes after that warrior effort in Lords. He'll be gunned up for this as well with conditions.
Will he have enough energy to bowl this test?
He will.
Turnaround time was enough.
8 days, yeah.
he said no, 2 days he didn't come out of the hotel room or something. He needed that break. 19.2 overs being split in 2 spells, 10 and 9.2 was indeed impeccable. And if the opposition's also praising, you heard Shubman Gill praise him for the effort, Mohammad Siraj knows how much of a toll it takes. There were praises from the opposition camp as well. So it was really a Herculean effort from Ben Stokes.
I think it's a good toss. I think they'll, especially I think Archer, if I remember in 20...
Which is I still don't know. You said you were about to say good toss to win. Which is a bad toss to win? All tosses are good to win.
No, I mean there is one example of a good toss to lose.
19th November.
Ashes
But
2002.
that also you made wrong decision.
96 also.
96, Azharuddin.
If they had lost, probably.
Azharuddin was scared that Sri Lanka could chase it down. So with that scared mentality, he said, let us bowl first. He had them at 1 for 3, but then Aravind...
No, also if you see this, Edgbaston that India won, Stokes had won the toss, but he said that India read the pitch much better than us.
Yeah.
So he made a mistake there, and he was quite candid enough to accept
2002
it.
Ashes, where England should have batted on the best batting conditions at Australia, you bat first. They never recovered. 4-1, they lost the series. So that's the way. There are tosses which are bad.
Okay, we've discussed about one change, Karun Nair, and was it right or wrong? The other change that they made, Shardul Thakur coming in for Nitish. What do you make of that?
There was no other option. See, they needed Nitish is a batter who can bowl. Here you've got a bowler who can bat. And Shardul, I think, can fit the bill. See, he didn't do well in the Leeds test match, but of course, how much of a bowling did he get? He got combined 16 overs.
First innings he bowled 6 overs.
Next innings he bowled 10.
Yeah.
Here he'll get helpful conditions. So I think, it's a good change.
No, see, I personally would have played Shardul. And as I said, that sometime I think we are a bit unfair to him by judging him by a few games. So Shardul is not just a makeshift bowler. And that's why I say that you have to look at his career in totality. He's been a red ball beast in first class cricket as well. So it's not just, because I am saying to pick wickets in the long format is an art. It does not just happen randomly. There's a way of doing it. And anyone who does it at a consistent basis surely has the skill level and the acumen to be doing it. And if he was doing it at a Ranji Trophy level, because his test match sample size may not be that big, but if he's been doing it consistently, that means he knows how to, do it with that. But then when I saw him in the first test match where the captain had no faith in him, even when they were getting hammered by the opposition batters, even then he was not very keen to give him an over. Then I thought if you don't have a confidence, might as well not go with him. So for which I was a bit surprised. In fact, I don't know what you make of it, but I kind of had a suggestion that they could have done, because of them not having faith in Shardul, the option could have been you would have got an Anshul to replace a Nitish Kumar Reddy, considering Anshul KAMBOJ is a decent bat.
Decent in a bat, yeah.
So, and with Shardul also, you're not expecting a big score all the time. Once in a while he steps up. So Anshul could have been that replacement for Nitish Kumar Reddy, and you could have played a Prasidh as well. If that was the mentality of the Indian team. But I'm happy to note that somewhere they have realized that no, all I would want that now you've got Shardul, then don't treat him as someone like you as Nitish Kumar Reddy, that I'll only go to him, push comes to shove, if this, nothing is working out, that too if I go to him, I'll give him 3 over spell. No, then you treat him as a 4th fast bowler that you have, and that he should also get extended 6 over spells or whatever, and brought at the time that you think he can pick wickets. So if you treat him like that, then no problem. And if they've included him, I'm guessing that at least that's a thought or a conversation that they've had, that listen, we bring him in and then we utilize him. If you're utilizing him, they're fine. But if you're going to give him 3 over spells twice, then you might as well have played Anshul KAMBOJ.
Also, if you do
and
that,
Prasidh, both.
So that's 2 things. One, that means that you've not learnt your lessons from the first test match because you underutilized Shardul Thakur. 2, then you're actually making his selection redundant. If you're not bowling, he's a bowler who can bat you a bit. He's actually the reverse of a Nitish Kumar Reddy.
Though technically Nitish showed you that he was that.
Yes,
he was looking good with the ball, not so much with the bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
He got 3 wickets at Lords.
Absolutely.
So it's actually exact replacement.
Yeah.
A fast bowling all round.
See, Shardul will get 2 games. You can't drop him at the Oval. He's the Lord at the Oval.
Oh, no, I don't think the team sees it like that. You look at stats and do it. India will say
350s and good amount of wickets at the Oval. Yeah.
I agree with your stats, but I don't know if the team sees
Let's go. Because see, now they don't have any other option. I mean, are they going to go with Prasidh for
No, I gave you an option. Anshul comes there and Prasidh as a fast bowler.
Again, but then your batting then is restricted to only 7 if you don't play Shardul.
Why? There's Washi, there's Jadeja and Anshul.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And I'm counting Anshul as an all-rounder.
All-rounder. Let's see if he does well here, then yeah, you can count him as an all-rounder. Right? Because I feel it's too early for Anshul KAMBOJ. That's why.
Okay.
So yeah, Shardul at 8, and Anshul at 9. You got decent batting depth also.
No, I agree that they've got batting depth. I just have a feeling that, and this is something I've said earlier as well. In testing conditions, in flat conditions, it helps this batting till 8. Somebody or the other steps up, like Jadeja did on an occasion. Washington looked good in the first innings, but I think when the conditions are testing now, then if you have an out-and-out batter at 6, it just looks better.
I was about to come to that.
Or both Karun and Sai were playing, whatever way.
Yeah.
It's slightly better than if bits and pieces.
It would have made sense, and we heard it from the captain yesterday when there was that conversation about Karun Nair happening, when he came out to his defense saying that no, we like the way that he is playing, and he batted out of position in the first match. So that is acknowledgement on part of the Indian team. So it would have actually made sense for you to have a Jurel who's actually batted over there. Forget the fact that you would then have had 2 fully fit keepers to take up duties behind the stumps, but you played Jurel as an out-and-out batter. Who's stopping you from doing that? Rather than have somebody bat out of position, which didn't work the previous time, and you didn't want to do that again. I just feel 3 all-rounders too many for me, and that is where the combination doesn't fit right. But it's reaped dividends for the Indian team. That's what I feel. This is exactly how they had won in Birmingham, and they're just hoping that the same happens in Manchester.
What this has done is made their bowling very strong. I agree. It's a luxury to have 6 bowling options, and if it does flatten out the pitch and England have scored 500 here on this ground, it'll help you.
My only thing, when there are conditions to aid you, those are flattish conditions, and I agree, then is when you needed an extra bowler to get you those 20 wickets. Again, it was something that was reiterated yesterday. But if these are conditions that are going to help your bowlers, then you need to just back your bowlers and be fine with 5 bowling options and have an out-and-out batter, because you will also be challenged as a batting side. But perhaps they see more faith than I hear from 100,000 miles away. Not 1,000 miles, hundreds of miles away. I don't see that faith at the moment. But maybe they draw greater faith in the 3 all-rounders as against 1 proper batter.
Yeah.
Poor Arshdeep Singh. He would have definitely made his debut
ahead of an Anshul.
Yes.
That takes me to the other question. Prasidh going out and Anshul coming in? He comes in. Is it a reflection of the talent that they see in Anshul, or is it a reflection of the runs that Prasidh leaked and so he's out?
Let me just make sure about the talent a bit, okay? Harshit Rana, when he was fast-tracked and played all 3 formats in Perth, the fish, he's taken to test cricket like a fish to water. Now, the fish is not there, the water is also dried out. The more I would tend to incline to the second part, where on absolutely placid decks, bowling to a plan, Prasidh leaked runs. And when you've gotten helpful conditions, you're not playing Prasidh. Which shows that, okay, maybe it's not a door, in, out, it's a revolving door when it comes to the bowlers in the Indian cricket team, as far as the backup is concerned. Anshul KAMBOJ'S, let us wait and watch for this test match, and if he plays the oval, whether he goes the Harshit Rana route or does he do it in a different way altogether. But Prasidh's been primarily dropped. I think it reflects the unfair rope that has not been given or given to Prasidh. He bowled to a plan. Captain had said, you do this, do this.
I was just going through social media, and majority of the fans, I don't know whether it's recency bias or,
They didn't want Prasidh.
Yeah. And I thought that was rather unfair. Because, for batters, we extend a bit of it, like for Karun also. Yes. There's still people who may think that Karun needs to be replaced, but they're still a little bit mindful of the fact that, 6 innings can get better. But they're so dismissive of a bowler. And for a bowler who's, I think, got 13, 14 wickets in the last 3 test matches that he's played.
I think he's gotten...
Because of that one spell where he...
I think he's gotten almost... He was the leading wicket taker at Leeds also.
Yeah, alongside Bumrah. Highest wicket taker in Sydney before that.
Exactly. And also kind of bowled well in the second half at Edgbaston.
He had a less than 3 economy.
He bowled according to the plan. He was getting better.
Then the reports that we got from Manchester, I was telling them yesterday, I was reading a few copies of journalists that are there, and some of them mentioned that in the nets he looked like the most penetrative of the bowlers.
I read a couple of those reports as well, where there was things being said about his rhythm, him breaking through the defense of a Yashasvi and beating, let's say, your captain as well. So I read those reports as well. But I think overall, as I pointed out yesterday as well, the fact that he's got that economy in excess of 5.5 and an average which also doesn't inspire any sort of confidence. On top of that, while those numbers tell you the story, just to add to that, the fact that you didn't see 3 good overs or 3 to 4 good overs from him on the trot. So if there was a Bumrah piling on the pressure, applying the pressure from one end, he wasn't complimenting enough. I think that is another factor besides the numbers that went against.
I mean, this is kind of like the anti-Agarkar syndrome, I call it. Why? Our chairman of selectors played in an era where he was one of the best attacking bowlers in ODIs. There's no 2 ways about it. But everybody throughout his career said, oh, economy of 5, economy of 5, economy of 5.1. Had he played in this era, I doubt Ajit would have gotten 288 wickets. He would have played that many amount of games. He was
a wicket taker.
He was a wicket taker.
So you compromise the economy because of his wicket taking ability.
And look at, he was so effective. One of our, I would say, he carried the weight of the Indian white ball team overseas as well as in India in thankless conditions in India for a very long time. Imagine Ajit is sitting today as the chairman of selectors and he's like, thank God I'm not a bowler in this era. Because see, if that is the criteria, he leaks 5.5 and 5 economy, Ajit wouldn't have played that many. And Prasidh, he was getting better. He was getting, okay, I
think the conditions also played a part over here. So, Anshul KAMBOJ'S, where did he get all the, or where did he first get noticed? The IPL. And you saw that he was able to swing the white ball, which is what got everyone excited. And then these conditions had to be taken into account as well. So, you wanted somebody who could bat a bit, which is also something that has, let's say that's one of the things that he has up his sleeve. Plus, the conditions also called for a swing bowler. So maybe that's why
barring Bumrah in Leeds, who came out of the test with their head held high among the bowlers? Who? Nobody. They leaked runs. Prasidh got better. He got better in Edgbaston, but then now on 2 helpful decks at Lord's and Manchester, you're not playing him. So what is the rope? What is the criteria?
Yeah, no, that I agree. I think it's slightly unfair on Prasidh and the kind of hate that he gets, as well as, the impatience that you've shown with him in terms of, picking and dropping. That I think we've made it very clear. But
on the hate, the captain is there on the field. He has told the bowler, bowl according to the plan.
No.
If it leaks runs, what can he do?
No, I agree. And that's why I said that it's in that sense.
Those runs weren't being read because he wasn't able to follow the plan. He bowled way too short, as we saw the first time that he bowled. Yes, he got better, and I'm with you with on that. Yes, there are a couple of innings in which we saw him be extremely economical as well for let's say a couple of wickets or 1 wicket for that matter. So totally agree with you, but it cannot be negated the times that he wasn't able to follow the plan. He just was not able to follow the plan.
No, I mean, as I said, that debate apart, I want to focus more on Anshul, and as I think Harshit said, that maybe it's the conditions that have dictated it, maybe not just the IPL, but the game that he played for India A as well, where he even got a 4-wicket haul as well as a 50. Maybe all of that has gone in favor of Anshul, but whatever it is, we wish him all the very best. He's been looked at as one of the future bowlers for India in all formats, but more so in red ball, where he can really come into his own with his skills. So it's always exciting to see a young fast bowling talent to making his debut at the big stage. So that's another aspect to really look forward to in this particular test match, apart from the overhead conditions, the series at 2-1, so many different contexts to this series, which makes it very exciting. Because we have just about 5 minutes to go, so let's quickly dive into the questions, and we won't be able to finish them off.
By the way, another AK made his debut 35 years.
We had somebody yesterday in our chat mention that if Anshul KAMBOJ makes his debut, it will be another AK after so many years.
Exactly.
I was reading this beautiful story done by the Indian Express about how in 1959 Abbas Ali Beg had also made his debut over here. He was still studying at the Oxford University, and Vijay Manjrekar picked up an injury or wasn't available. They needed an Indian batter. In comes somebody who was still in university, and while he wasn't able to do anything in the first innings, second innings got a scintillating 100. So hopefully Anshul KAMBOJ can have that luck of being a debutant in Manchester and get India.
And one AK had a fantastic career of 18 years. Let's see how it pans out.
No, Abbas Ali Beg, wonderful guy. I've had him on the show a few times. Wonderful gentleman.
Just go up. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so the last guy was Amit Mishra.
Correct.
Amit Mishra, yes. Prior to that, Jayant Yadav didn't play. Oh yes, Jayant Yadav also.
He played, correct.
16, Jayant Yadav played in 16.
Navdeep Saini.
Oh yes.
But he's Delhi.
Navdeep Saini is Delhi.
But I think he then
comes from Haryana.
No, he's from Karnal, I know, from Haryana. But he played for Delhi. So
yes, Delhi, yeah.
Won't be counted.
Yep. Jayant Yadav, Amit Mishra, Ajay Ratra, Shefali Verma are some of the cricketers who played test cricket for India. But okay, Shefali Verma, yes, for women's cricket she has,
Yeah, Ajay Ratra, of course I know. But we were looking at recent, Ajay Ratra from Faridabad. Now the
selector, yeah. Shubman Gaur, very funny Sidri defending Prasidh that he takes wickets but leaks runs. At the same time calls Siraj run machine, pins his wicket, inconsequential. Pins his wicket, inconsequential. Shubman Garg, not his wicket, his wannabe aggression when everything is gone. That. And as I said, in Leeds, did any bowler barring Bumrah take their come out of with their heads held high? No. Yes, he set the game up for you in Edgbaston, which we have pointed it out. Lords, I don't know. I mean, he had so many edges that were missing the stumps or going past the slips. Siraj could have taken 7-8 wickets. At Lords, he was unlucky. But I am not pointing at his wicket being inconsequential, Shubman Garg. His aggression. That's the bit.
Crystal Day says, every series, if you give 4-5 debuts, how do you groom the team? That's an interesting one. Not 4-5 debuts. Where 4-5 debuts?
Harshit in BGT.
No, here you go Sai Sudarshan.
Anshul KAMBOJ. That's it. 2.
Yeah. 4-5 won't happen.
What about BGT? You had Harshit.
Unless he means Karun Nair's re-debut.
Yeah.
There's no scope after this left for debuts.
Yeah. See, two even in BGT, right? Harshit and Nitish. Jaiswal had already played.
Jaiswal long back.
Yeah. In the England series he played.
Yeah.
I don't know who else. Two debuts per series then, yeah.
Chili Paneer says 5 left-handers in the team. Guessing Archer getting a 5-wicket haul?
Well,
When was the last time India had 5 left-handers in the test team? I don't think so, ever.
No. In the late 70s, 80s, no.
Kambli, Sadagopan, Ramesh played together?
No,
I don't think so.
Kambli, 90s, mid-90s,
gone.
he played white ball after
Yeah,
that.
he made a
Sadgopan played in the late 90s. Yeah.
Arshdeep was playing?
6. Wow. And imagine this is the same thing which you're saying, no left-handers in the Indian team on November 19th. Imagine.
So there's Pant, Washi, Sai Sudarshan,
Jaiswal.
Rishabh. You said Pant.
Yeah, he said Pant.
And Washi.
I've counted.
Jadeja,
5. Arshdeep would have been 6.
6, yes.
My God.
But how many left-handed bowlers do we have?
0. One spinner. That's
One
it.
spinner.
Yeah. Okay, Shubham Gar again. You have told multiple times in recent BGT, Siraj 5-wicket haul came after so many runs. Those have no impact on me, just wicket column. Bhai, firstly,
Did you say that? I don't remember.
his aggression. He may have taken 4 wickets. It improved his average.
But
in the
what
broader
is wrong
impact,
if the aggression's getting the best out of him? At times it is misplaced, and I am with you if you are to count Adelaide over there.
Of course.
With you over there, that aggression was for me as well misplaced because
yeah.
the damage was done.
Yeah, exactly.
But otherwise we
It is like you want to rage against the light with being light there. You just want to rage for the heck of it. It looks misplaced, calculated aggression. Look at Saurav Ganguly.
But
Calculated aggression.
He sort of sparked that second innings downfall of England in the previous test match.
If you look at it, see,
Day 4.
he set up one game in this series, which was the Edgbaston one. First innings, he set it up for you. Apart from that, Leeds, he also didn't have a good time. Lords, I would say, Bumrah yet again stole the show.
Second innings was good.
Siraj's aggression, I mean, again, they were boosted by the aggression that was there in that time wasting thing on day 3. But again, their minds are still stuck at Lords. Body is here in Manchester. That is how it is. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I never discount his wickets. I discount his aggression. But yes, wickets, okay, you take 4 wickets, I only say it boosts his average. That's not wrong.
Okay, quickly running through a few questions before we wind up. Freaking Awesome says in WTC since 2019, 497, 592, 326 and 277 are the highest first, second, third and fourth innings total respectively in Manchester. So basically second innings out of the 4 is the best to bat on. First is the second best and it progressively gets worse. So I think that also explains why Ben Stokes has decided to bowl first. Priyanshu is saying that Gill told Karun, आपके साथ कल PC में prank हुआ है. Camera उधर है. Now India playing with DSP plus AK-47. Jaiswal should play sensible against Archer today. Good call.
Hope.
Colin Anto is saying, would Archer play better in Manchester with this type of wicket than the Lord's Test match?
See, there is going to be up and downs. There are ridges.
Here as well.
Yeah, I think he can. I think in 2019 he got a 6-wicket haul in Manchester, if I'm not mistaken. I think he just absolutely decimated Warner in that particular match. I think so.
Yeah. Okay. On that note, matches started. I'm sure you'll all be glued
Session
to.
prediction.
Do we have to?
No.
Cool. Why not?
Go for
It
it.
is always fun in predictions.
Yeah, it is. But I want to see the pitch and how it is and whatever. But yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm going India 68 for 2.
68 for 2. Oh, okay. 80 for 2.
Okay. You could be
I
somewhere
want
in
to
the 70s.
see the pitch. But I guess 80 2 for 2 or 3 seems like, because I've decided to bowl first.
Overhead.
Yeah, let's see.
Not much of bounce.
I'll go just to make it different. Both of you have picked 2, which I think is a sensible choice to make.
Akash Bharadwaj has gone to 60 for 3. Rajiv Ranjan 73 for 4. No, not that.
No, I'll go 3. 80 for 3.
80 for 3. Okay.
Rajiv Ranjan asking a question. Is Ishwaran...
No comments. Where is the issue?
Question?
But his point is making a valid point. But what can I say? No. The sentiment
Like
of the
how
question.
Sarfraz was in the BGT, where he didn't get a single opportunity.
Wasn't there.
BGT he played, he was there in the warm-up game. But then after that, he didn't get a single chance whatsoever. So
First 4 via
a slip, streaky.
edge between slips.
Oh, okay. Archer will be the key.
But I hope whatever 1, 2 wicket or no wicket, whatever it is not that of KL Rahul. In these conditions, ask for a
Firstly,
KL Rahul to
I
be
hope
there
that there
if
is-
you don't want.
Firstly, I hope that there is not much rain, please. That's even more frustrating.
So see you next, hopefully only when
5:30.
it's lunchtime and not
Time.
any
Yeah,
rain
not
interrupt.
before
Not before that, yeah.
See you guys.
See
Take
you.
care. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.